Okay, so yeah, I was able to do this new level design. I'm still planning on taking a break from level design because I'm getting burned out, but luckily this one was really quick to do. Yeah, I spent like 2 weeks on this crazy mode level 3, but this one I got most of the design done in like a couple hours, and then I just like made minor adjustments for a couple hours. So this was like less than a day of work compared to the 2 weeks that I spent on the other one. So yeah, I'm actually really happy that I got a quick one in because it just feels good to get one done quickly after spending so long on one. But yeah, this design is slightly questionable, but overall should be fine. I think I just need to adjust the speeds a bit more. But yeah, I'm not 100% on this design. There's two variations of it. There's this one and this one. There's the longer tunnels and slower purple, or shorter tunnels and faster purple. So I'll go through that. Um, yeah. So yeah, this one, here's the original. Here's the very hard, which is similar to the original, and here's the crazy, which is similar to both. So I kind of like how this one, the core gameplay and appearance remains the same through the three modes. And it's a nice contrast to this one where the three modes have very different appearance and also pretty different. This one has different gameplay than these two. But yeah, I think sometimes it's good to have similar appearance and gameplay, and sometimes it's better to have something different. But this is one of the similar ones. Um, yeah, this one is actually a little bit simpler than the very hard mode. Generally, things will get more complicated from very hard to crazy, but I kind of like that this one's actually like slightly simpler because there's three enemy types here, but there's only two here. And here there's just kind of more going on. There's like weirder paths and stuff. But yeah, I kind of like how the crazy is simpler than the hard, or than the very hard. And from first glance, it might look like the very hard is harder, but when you play this, you realize how tight these tunnels are. Um, so you have to wait. The wheel is desynchronized from the purple, and the tunnels are all really tight because of how fast the purple are going. So the main gameplay of this level is you're waiting for a good cycle. You're waiting for a good opportunity to dive in, lunge in, get some coins in the tunnel, and then lunge out. Because you'll always just have barely enough time. Not just barely, but it's like really tight. So like here, I'm looking really closely to see if things are just lining up right, like there. And then I'm trying not to run into a wall. And then I'm just trying to get the coins and run out as quickly as possible. But yeah, this one, the design means because everything is so tight and desynchronized, and just the way this design is, yeah, it's basically most of the cycles aren't good. So that's kind of the potential issue with this design. Um, I can slow down the enemies, but yeah, basically most of the time, if I were to pick an opportunity to get the coins and then get out, I would just die. So the main gameplay is waiting for a good cycle. But you can't just wait in a safe zone. You have to wait kind of while like circling around this blue thing. So even though you're kind of forced to wait for a good cycle, because there's 8 different tunnels that you can go in, you could get a good cycle in any of the 8. So the main gameplay is you're like observing which tunnels are open and then running in and getting the open tunnels coins. But you can't necessarily decide which tunnel you're going into ahead of time because you have to see which ones happen to have an opening. But yeah, let me just try to demonstrate it, and it may still be a bit too hard. Um, but yeah, also the bottom tunnels are tighter than the top ones, so the top coins should be easier to get. Let me just try to get this first one here. Okay, didn't get it. But yeah, I can make it less tight just by adjusting the speed of the horizontal. Okay, so that was the easiest coin. Now let me try to get. Okay, that was a good cycle, but I ran into a wall. The top ones are more lenient, so I should be able to get these not too hard. Okay, but yeah, I like the horizontal combined with the wheel and having them desynchronized. I think it works well. The dodges are reasonable. But yeah, let me just show you something. Like if I turn on invincibility and then go like down here and pretend like I'm waiting for a good cycle. Okay, this is a pretty good cycle. You'll see I just barely have enough time to get the coin. And then same with this one. If I pretend like I'm coming in right here, you see that time I would have died. Let me try again. Pretend like, okay, I would die there. But yeah, this level, the design demands that you wait for a good cycle. And most of the cycles aren't good. So, oops. So yeah, you're basically, most of the gameplay is you're going like this. You're like scanning to see which tunnels have a good cycle, and then you're running in and getting coins. So now I go again. I like go around this thing. Wait to see which one has. Okay, this one. No, that one's not good enough. Let me just see again. Okay, no, it's still not good enough. Okay, I'm trying to see like. Okay, let me just see here. And you can also plan to go to a specific tunnel. So if I plan to go to the bottom right, you can also time it because you can see the wheel and this enemy. So you can kind of time it to get there at the right time. So if I go like right here, see how I was slightly, I kind of messed that up, but see there, I timed it, ran in, get the coins, but I was a little bit too late. But yeah, I like that you can like circle around and just take any opening, or you can like hang out here and then like if I go like right now, I can get the bottom right. Let me just see if I can get that bottom right. So I go like right now. That was a bit late. Go like right. Okay, that's late. To get the bottom of the right or bottom right, I go like right now. But yeah, anyway, it's pretty tight. That it's supposed to be that way. When you get a good cycle, it's way easier, and most of the cycles are bad, so that's why the design is potentially flawed. But if you just, I'm just not playing. It's hard to play and talk at the same time. But if you just kind of like wait for a good cycle, it's not really that. And sometimes you can hide instead of going back to the wheel. You can go to the next tunnel to hide. But yeah, let me just try to explain this other design here. So this one is the same thing, longer tunnels, but slower purple. The problem with this design, I kind of like that you have to run further to get into the tunnels. But the problem is I have to slow down the purples significantly because like even when the purples are this slow, I just barely have enough room to go like all the way over here and all the way back before the purple hits me. So yeah, for the wider, longer tunnels to work, I have to have way slower purple. But the problem is, so here the purples have been slowed down that the tunnel is just barely, the bottom tunnel is barely reachable. But when I slow down the purples this much, now like the top is too easy and like the rest is too easy. So yeah, when you have longer tunnels, the purple or the bottom is just barely doable, but then the rest is too easy. But when you have shorter tunnels, it doesn't really look as good, and you don't get the fun of running down a long tunnel. But this design just kind of works better because like the difficulty of the bottom ones isn't too much different than the rest. But yeah, let me just try to demonstrate actual progress on this level a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna try to. It might be that I have to slow it down a bit more still. Okay, this should be. Oh no. Okay, let me just focus and try to play a bit more because I don't really want to slow it down. I kind of want to leave it the way it is. I may need to slow down the purples though. It feels like it might be a bit too hard right now. Okay, I want to go bottom left. Okay, not enough room. But yeah, as you can see, the design relies on you waiting for a good cycle, but most of the cycles aren't actually good. So it's potentially a flawed design, but there are so many tunnels you can go in that even if you're not getting, you're mostly getting bad cycles, you still, there's so many options that it kind of like mitigates that problem, I guess. Let me just see. I think let me try to get some of these bottom coins because I'm starting to feel like they might be impossible. I'm still gonna tweak this more, but okay, let me try to get the bottom right. Oops. Oops. This is not good cycle. Oh, okay, that was a good cycle. See, I got the bottom right. It's not impossible. That was pretty clutch, actually. You can also do like a special little dodge here. Sometimes you can go like up and down. Do like sometimes you go up and down a few times in a row here. See? But yeah, anyway, I actually like this design. I think it's fine. It's just that you do have to wait for a good cycle, which is kind of weird. Or I don't know. It's kind of questionable, but there are so many tunnels that you'll get a good cycle on one of the tunnels quite frequently. It's just any particular tunnel. You have to really be careful not to go on a bad cycle. But if you're gonna have this this whole issue with the good cycle thing, at least you can die and reset quickly. So here, there's no door or anything like making it too annoying to reset. Whereas on this level, every time you die, you have to wait for it to come around again. Although I'm gonna add a fast forward feature. Okay, anyway, I have a bunch of notes. Let me just go through the notes, and maybe there's some stuff I forgot to mention. But yeah, oh yeah. So this one, it's basically the same thing on both sides. Normally, I don't mirror a level like this. Normally, I'll have something a bit different. Like for example, these coins, the location and whatnot is different on the top than on the bottom here. Or like here, this one has like poles in the middle, and then this one doesn't. Or this one has like different locations of the coins. But yeah, see how this one's like mirrored? Normally, in my more like later, more modern designs, I don't mirror it anymore. See, like the top and the bottom aren't the same, and the left and the right aren't the same. But yeah, this is one of the levels where I decided to just do a mirror, where the left and the right are basically the exact same. The only difference is when you're on the right, you're going, like down, and when you're on the left, you're going up. But apart from that, it's the same thing. But yeah, generally, like in World Toughest Game 3, I used to way overdo it, where I would repeat the same thing twice. I just want to do the same thing twice once in a while. The vast majority of the time, it's going to be like a variation on either side, but I do like once in a while doing the same thing twice. But here it works well because you need extra tunnels to go in. Because you're waiting for a good cycle, you kind of need more options. But yeah, I think this particular opportunity is a good opportunity to do the same thing twice. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to generally avoid it though. I kind of like aesthetically, this one has like a 1 to 4 theme. See, this one is a 1, a single purple, 2 purple, 3 purple, 4 purple. These coins are 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then these tunnels go from here to here to here to here. So yeah, I like the 4 theme here. I like that my eye can pay attention to the wheel and to the horizontals without being overloaded with like stuff to pay attention to. I like that it's the cognitive overhead to process what's happening here is pretty reasonable. I like that there's only 2 types of enemies, whereas here there's 3. It's kind of nice when sometimes there's fewer. But yeah, I already mentioned this, but I like how the crazy is a bit simpler than the very hard, but it still ends up being harder. But yeah, I also like how generally when you get out of a tunnel, you're going back into the wheel. But I kind of like how, like here, I'll get out of a tunnel and I could just go to another tunnel. Although most of the time that's a bad idea. I like that once in a while, it's actually a good idea to do that. You don't have to go back to the wheel. Anyway, that's a minor thing. But yeah, I also like how this one is really quite simple, like to look at. You can understand what's going on quickly, which contrasts from this one where it takes quite a while to process what's going on here. In fact, you have to look at it. There's a subway station on the top left, top right, bottom left. So you have to watch it for like a couple minutes to even see what's all the subway stations and stuff. So I wanted to contrast that with a simpler one where you can see what's going on much quicker here. Yeah, this is actually one of the simplest levels, I would say, of the new levels I've done. If you look through them, most of them are not as, like this one's simple, but most of them are more complicated than what I just did. This one's simple too. But yeah, this is one of the simpler ones. I'm going to try to do a little bit more simple stuff, but I prefer the more complicated stuff. Okay. Yeah, the wider design is a dud because I have to slow down these too much and then the top ones become too easy. But this one I think works fine. And yeah, I made sure to put no door or nothing blocking you from retrying over and over again because you get blocked so much here and you have to use the fast forward so much here that it's nice to have like a less restriction on the next level. Yeah. But yeah, it's super sweet how this one took 2 weeks and this one only took a few hours. It's just like a big relief to get a new level in without that much work. And yeah, the longer snakes, I originally did it aesthetically because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I also like how when you're dodging the middle part, the longer snakes make the middle a little bit harder to dodge, but not only a little bit. I like that little extra boost of difficulty because if this was a single enemy, it would be a little bit too easy to dodge when you're going around the wheel. Yeah, and this weird shape of the walls, you might think this little wall here is a bit weird. It's because otherwise it would be a safe spot. So I have to have this wall here and this wall here. Yeah, I was considering having the longer tunnels and then like a vertical tunnel connecting the sides and then like a door coming in, but I decided to keep it simple. I'm just looking through my notes. But yeah, like it's the same thing twice, but since it's connected and I already explained that. And yeah, the spacing between the enemies on the blue is the same as the spacing between the purple. That's just an aesthetics thing. And same with this level, the purple and the blue are spaced the same. I fixed it because before it wasn't quite the same. Yeah, and the very first cycle on this one, you can do some cool stuff. Oh, actually, I think I tweaked it. I don't think the first cycle is what I think it is anymore, but let me just see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me just see here. Yeah, the very first cycle, if you get the top right coin as quickly as possible and then go down, you get a cool wave effect with the horizontals. So watch this. Oops. If I go right here, get the coin and then go down, see the purples are kind of coming at me one by one. I'll show you again. See, they come at you one by one and it kind of looks cool. So yeah, if you're speed running, you would probably go like this. And then you get kind of a cool effect with the purples or whatever. I just like the first cycle on this one. Okay, anyway, yeah. So this one I would say is done and it's fine, but I find it slightly questionable because it relies so much on getting a good cycle. Like that time I wasn't quite good enough of a cycle. But yeah, you have so many options that even though you're relying on good cycle, you can kind of just take whatever is available, like which good cycle is available from any of the tunnels, and then it kind of mitigates that. I kind of also like how you can get coins and then go back to the check, or you can get coins and then be risky and get even more coins and then go. So you don't have to go back to the check right away. You could try to clear out multiple tunnels before going back to the check. Just want to make a bit more progress to show you that it works. The design isn't totally messed up. Keep in mind it's supposed to be really hard, so, and it's harder because I'm talking. So just because it's a little bit, I don't know, you know what I mean. It's kind of hard to definitively say, oh, it's messed up, because yeah, I'm not even playing that well right now because it's the morning and I'm talking while I'm playing. But I think this design's pretty good. It's just questionable how, like, I'm trying to get some of these coins, but I keep seeing there's no available opening. But okay, that one's available. See there, I did it. I could have survived that. Okay, that was fine. Yeah, I'm happy with this design. I think it's fine. I'm just really like on edge because I spent 2 weeks on this one, and then I only spent a few hours on this one, so I'm fine with just ditching this one because I only spent a few hours on it. But I don't want to ditch it if I don't have to, and I feel like it's fine. But it is questionable. Like this one, there's no problem with the design, whereas this one, it's questionable. But overall, I like it. I'm fine with it. So anyway, that's that one. I also did some minor coding. Like these buttons now have a bit of animation to them. And this like UI with the keyboard works a bit better now. But yeah, I'm gonna do some more coding and hopefully get a settings menu working soon so that you can like click settings and then there's be all kinds of stuff you can do from there. But yeah, I'm getting burned out from level design, but I don't mind doing one like this once in a while because this one was actually really quick to make as opposed to the 2 weeks I spent on this one. But yeah, this is the next one. I'll probably do something similar for crazy mode level 5 to this. I'll probably just do a variation of this. But I don't expect it's going to be easy to do. It's probably going to take like all day or 2 days or something. So I'm going to do some coding before I do this. But yeah, I like this design, how you have the spaced out, spaced out, spaced out, and then like a full, like almost full column or whatever. I think I'm going to reuse that and just change the walls and coins and just do something harder. I like this idea. This is one of the more clever ones. I like this one. I'm going to actually reuse this design in another situation too, because when you have like one, you know, panel of or whatever of the wheel that's like thicker than the others, it kind of creates a cool dynamic. But anyway, I'm gonna do some more coding before I get to that. But yeah, anyway, I'm happy with this one. It doesn't really sound like it by the way I'm talking, and by the way, it might look like it's not really designed that well, but when I take everything into consideration, I think it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Okay, I'm gonna try to make some progress now playing this custom level. It's been quite a while since I last played the game, but yeah, I need to practice. So yeah, I just cleared out this one. This is probably like 2 weeks ago that I played this. It's been quite a while. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is go up. The next thing, like there's only one option is to go up right now, or there might be more options, but I'm just gonna go up right now. Okay, let me just look at this. I already saw this one. I remember you have to go diagonal. Should probably look at what's going on more. Okay, so you got verticals going back and forth. Then you got radial. An outer radial, 2 outer radials, and 2 inner radials. Okay, this one doesn't look that bad, but this is like a really unique gameplay, so it's kind of hard to say how hard it's going to be. Okay, I'll just start with that one coin. feel like I'm definitely not going to play well right now, but I need practice. Okay, this design is pretty cool. My first reaction is that it's really unique and cool. But it's like I'm running up an escalator. I'm not making any progress. Okay, I think the left might be easier than the right because you have to do intense. If I go on the right, I have to do like an intense movement to get back, whereas here I can do the intense movement and closer to the start. You have to try to not slow down here. You have to slow down a bit to dodge the enemies. This one's gonna be a challenge. God. Oh, this one's gonna be hard. Okay, I gotta lock in. Ugh. This one's gonna be hard. Harder than level 4 crazy? Very likely. I feel like this is harder than level 4 crazy. Level 4 crazy is not that bad, actually. Okay, I'll just do the right side. It's so I can get to the coin a bit quicker. Okay, maybe the right side is somehow easier. Oh god. Oh! Wow, that felt like a glitch or something. I don't know how I survived that. I was like standing on top of a pit. Wow. That was clutch. That was clutch. Okay. That felt a lot easier than the other coin for some reason, but I don't think these upper ones are going to be that easy. I should probably save them for on my way out because they're right near the exit anyway. I don't know if there's any point really in getting those keys now. This whole room might make sense to save for the end, actually. Just looking at it, I don't know if there's any real reason to do it now. But whatever, I'll just make some progress on it. Yeah, I kind of want to get these diamonds and then go to the gold, like the checkpoint behind the gold door. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a cool level though. I just don't know if it makes sense to get that right now. Like, what would be the point of... Let me just think for a second. Oh. Yeah, unless I get that gold coin. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get some of the diamonds. This one, it's not unfair, but it's pretty hard to anticipate what's gonna happen. It's not that bad though. Okay, I'm gonna go left and then I'll go left, but the current will take me right. That's my strat. Because if I go right away, I go too far right. I kind of like it. Feels like I'm getting carried by a current. Okay, I'm gonna get that coin and the key. I can kind of just run diagonally. Just like that. Okay, now I'm in serious danger. These keys are no joke. Getting this coin is really easy though. Which door did that didn't open the door I was expecting. I was expecting it to open a more convenient door. Okay, I'm gonna have to get back to the checkpoint, it looks like. This one's pretty funny. This kind of reminds me of the end of very hard mode. There's like level 30 very hard. You have to move up, but you can kind of like, it's like pushing you back, kind of like a current. This is cooler though. It's gonna be weird when I finally get to World's Hardest Game 5, working on it, to finally have like moving platforms and terrains again. It's gonna be like so amazing to have these new tools. Be able to do stuff like this. Okay. This is where it gets really hard. Okay, I guess I'm gonna, oh, okay, I see what the strat is. You gotta run diagonally down left. Okay, I see the strat now. I see the strat. What I was doing was the sucker way, where you don't make any progress. Okay, I see it. I see it now. I might want to just get both keys all in one go. When I look at it now, it doesn't look that bad. Just get both keys. I don't know. Actually, both keys is too hard. I'll just get one. Oh. Man. I feel like I'm playing a little bit bad, but this level is just hard. It's like unique too. I'm not used to playing this type of gameplay. It's good though. It's really cool. You have to be careful running across these platforms, but it's like lenient enough to not kill you that it doesn't feel too annoying. These radial ones though are pretty tricky. They move quickly. They kind of come at you out of nowhere a bit. Okay, I'm starting to die a lot. I don't know why. I'm getting worse and worse now. The radial ones are the ones that are killing me. Kind of looks like the verticals are going diagonal, but it's just an optical illusion. Oh god. No, not the... Oh, oh this is brutal. This is hard. Okay, I gotta get a little bit lucky, I think, because I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna like beeline it straight to the diagonally straight to the checkpoint, but it's gonna be hard to dodge stuff along the way, so I'm kind of hoping it just like works. Okay, I'm gonna beeline it. Beeline it. Oh. I seem to recall the level designer mentioned something about this, that you have to... I can't remember if maybe I'm just imagining it, but he said something about this. He mentioned something about this area. I think he said something about running diagonally, but yeah, clearly that's what you got to do. The running diagonal is so much quicker. You have to move quick on this level, otherwise you don't. You just stay in the forever. Oh man. This is... Oh god. Beeline it. Oh. I should have tried a little bit harder to actually dodge stuff. Probably a chance I could just hold down left and get straight to the exit, but I should probably try to dodge stuff. Oh man, this one's hard. Getting both the keys is a bad idea. Let's get one at a time. Oh. getting brutally beaten down right now. Oh god, my mental fortitude is wearing thin now. Oh god. That's not too bad though. I'm getting like time to dodge, but it's just that oh god. Oh god. I have like involuntary like grunts that I make when I almost die. In a high pressure situation, if something almost kills me, I go like I can't control it. Come on! Bam! Oh god. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. You just beeline it to the exit, and then if you have to dodge something along the way, you just do what you gotta do. Oh man, that was hard. Okay. Logically, though, I'm looking at this. There's no reason not to do this now. I may as well just wait till the end, because you could run to the end checkpoint. I might as well get that key. Actually, might as well get it now. I just want the key. Okay, that was a bug. You saw that, right? It teleported. That death doesn't count. In the new engine, I didn't code this, but in that type of bug was possible in World's Hardest Game 4 too. When I code World's Hardest Game 5, that's not going to be possible for that to happen. I have a new coding thing that I do where the player teleportation bugs won't be possible. So this is the best design in this level so far. This is a good design. Although it would help if there was different colors, like if the radial were like a different color, it would just make it a lot easier to see what's going on. I like this. I like that he put the keys that they open the opposite door. That was a smart move. I agree with that decision. Otherwise, it's too easy. It's too convenient. The key, if the key is like right next to the door like that, it's too convenient. It's kind of cool now that I'm like doing a lot of level design for the foreseeable future. It's like analyzing other people's level designs is really cool for me because it helps me do my own level design. I can tell this guy's good. This guy's a good designer. He's probably spent, like, I've spent literally thousands of hours designing levels over the years. This guy's probably spent a small fraction amount of time that I've spent, and he's already pretty good. So this guy's probably got more talent than I do. Because it took me a long time before I would consider anything I'm making really any good. Like World's Hardest Game 4 even wasn't very good. I only really feel proud of my level designs on the remaster. The rest, almost all of them, I'm not really that proud of. Especially World's Hardest Game 3. But yeah. Anyway. It's kind of funny that it took me so many years to get to the point where my level designs I consider like pretty good. When I look back at my old level designs, I'm like, why did I do that? There were, especially World's Hardest Game 3, they just weren't very, I just wasn't trying hard enough. I'm probably being a bit hard on myself though. Okay, anyway. I have yet to get tilted, but if this goes on longer, I'm going to start getting tilted, I think. Right now I feel fine though. A big part of the gameplay of this level though is like beelining it diagonally and hoping not to run into an enemy and just spamming that. Oh, guess I might as well get to that safe spot. Get those diamonds. I feel like if I don't beeline it diagonally, it's like way harder. And yeah, I'm just kind of spamming diagonal beeline attempts. So that's the only problem with this design. Some designs are conducive to just spamming out attempts, which I consider not ideal. Still, overall, this is a good design, though. This part here is fun. Oh, God. I didn't mean to... Oh, damn, I choked there. I shouldn't have died there. It wasn't really a choke. I just a mistake, but... This one's all about moving diagonal. You should basically just do every movement diagonal. Oh, God, I feel like... Oh. 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 Okay, I'm getting slightly tilted. Damn it. Ugh. Although I could be playing, I feel like I am playing poorly, but I've played a lot worse than this. Ugh. For the morning and not playing in like 2 weeks or whatever. Like I play while I'm making the remaster, but I haven't played these custom levels in 2 weeks. Could be a lot worse. Ugh. I think this key is harder than the other one for sure. Come on, baby! Oh. I don't know why I say that. It just distracts me when I say stuff like that. It doesn't actually help. Ugh. It like teases you. You get so close, but it's like right away from your fingers. I like the speed of the moving platforms. I feel like this he didn't need to make them any slower or faster. This is a good speed. The amount of attempts, I'm starting to feel bad. Like, why am I dying so much? Like, so I'm trying to get better at the game. So I have to have standards, like, to hold myself to. To try to improve. I feel like I need to not die too many more times. Ugh. I feel like I'm getting pretty close though. That was a miss. That one, my finger slipped off the key that time. It doesn't feel that hard. Like I feel like I should be able to do it. I don't know why. I haven't already done it. Okay. This one I can just... Well, that was worth a try. I mean, it's not that easy getting back there from there. Oh. When you finally get like to the safe spot, it's so satisfying. This is a very satisfying level to play. Although this circular enemy is going to run right into me. I think I died that exact way last time too. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting to the key more consistently now. Come on. Okay, I'm definitely getting the key more consistently now. I don't like here because I keep getting whacked in the face by that radial one. I don't know there's much else choice. Oh, yeah, just staying on that one square might be a bit of a bad idea. I don't really have a strat to get back. What I'm doing to get back isn't very safe. Oh, this key is harder than the other one. I don't feel like it's too hard though. I feel like it's fair. The radial is slightly annoying though. He probably thought he did the vertical and then he thought it was too easy, so he added the radial. The radial cranks up the difficulty a lot. Okay, the fact that I'm getting so consistently over there though is a pretty good sign. Okay, I'm gonna try to get lower quicker if that's practically gonna happen. Oh, just want to get lower quicker. See if that does anything. If I stay like in the middle, I get hit by the radial. So I want to get away from the path of the radial. Okay, I feel a little bit of tilt coming on, the sheer amount of deaths I'm taking. But I'm getting pretty consistently to the, not consistently, but more often to the diamonds now, so that's good at least. You gotta stay positive. See, I got to the diamonds again. Okay. I keep dying like right here to the radial. Kind of want to go down. I don't even know. Maybe I'll just try to dodge it better. I'll just try again and just try not to die. Okay, I'll just keep doing that. I feel like it's dodgeable. Keep on trying. Getting to the diamonds is pretty cool. I like how you can run diagonally to the diamonds. Oh, okay, well, I feel like these attempts aren't that bad. Getting to the diamonds pretty often. It's only a matter of time now. I'm gonna try getting on this square instead of the other one. Oh, I feel like that was it. Okay, I think I got it now. If you're on that square, it's just easier. Oh, that was really satisfying. I like that level a lot. That was really, really, really good. I don't think there's any point getting those diamonds because I can get them at the end though. Okay, I'm glad I beat that. Overall, I died a bit much there, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like horrendously bad or anything. That was a hard level. I shouldn't really be dying that much there, but I haven't played in 2 weeks and it's the morning, so it's probably not that bad. Yeah, I do want to get better though. Like when I get to level 30 of crazy mode, I need more skill. I'm getting really close to the point where I need to be better at the game. Oops. The middle is really dangerous here. These coins are kind of cool. It's like they're in such a dangerous location. Oh, God. I like this level. This is a variation of something I did on World Stars Game 4. Okay, that's that strat. Oops, the strat. What you do is you get to like right here and you hang out a bit. That's a better strat. Like hang out here a bit. Oops. Okay. Oh. And I don't feel like I'm playing that well right now. But these coins are pretty hard though. What I'm doing is I'm trying to run through, but you can't get all the way to the checkpoint all in one go, so I have to dodge on the bottom, but I keep dying when I get to the bottom. Oh, I shouldn't have ran. I shouldn't have. You can't try to get through all in one go. The dodge on the bottom. I have to run through now and then dodge some stuff on the bottom. Or actually, I could go back up. Might be easier, but. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing that well right now. Okay. Oh, wow, you can't get through all in one go. Never mind. Okay. See what's on the right here. No checkpoint. That's a bit concerning. It means I'm going to have to beat this a bunch more times, I think. This one's pretty fun, though. Every time I like go back down, I'm back where I started. Hope that right section isn't too hard because there's no checkpoint. I don't have much practice on the terrains though. From playing the remaster, I don't play with terrains very often. Although I made World's Hardest Game 4, so I guess I have practice from that, but that was a long time ago. I also beat it recently though, so I can't really, I guess, yeah, anyway. This part is hard. I want to blame it on not being used to moving the conveyor belts, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, I feel ridiculous right now. I'm dying so much. Oh, that was really close. Oh, that was hard. Oh, God, I almost died at the end there. Oh, good, there's a checkpoint. Whew. Oh, man. This one doesn't look that bad. With the checkpoint here, I'm not that worried. I guess I'll just continue next time. This is like the end of World's Hardest Game 4, kind of, or end of World's Hardest Game. It's like a mini version. This one looks pretty cool. I'm not scared of this. This does not scare me. Yeah, I'll just do this next time. Anyway, I'll probably do some more coding and then do level 5 crazy and then continue with this, but I don't know when that'll be, probably in a few days. All right, well, see you next time.